Welcome everybody to another Vraag en Antwoord sessie. Wait, let's have a listen to it.
Vraag en antwoord sessie.
Vraag en Antwoord sessie. I think that's close enough. Anyway, that means question and answer in Dutch. And it wasn't on Monday because I had that Max Crash video out. I just, spur of the moment, I thought I better do this for the Server Splash team and other things. And yeah, on Tuesday I had a LAN party with a lot of friends, so you can see the live stream of that, although I'm very sorry to everybody, because for the first about hour and a half, my audio was doubled up. Basically, it was recording the audio from the camera and from the my microphone, so it was a bit doubled up. And then after I changed it, because it's my first time streaming ever on OBS, I changed it, but it wasn't picking up the audio, so it was like quiet, and then suddenly you heard my computer fans, and then everybody talking and bashing the clicks on the mouse. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, let's get on to the questions. Let's see what we've got here. The Awesome Dude basically asks what I think of H1Z1 and what other games I'm interested in. He mentioned Star Citizen, Interstellar Marines, Insurgency, Red Orchestra 2, Chivalry. And he says he's really excited for Star Citizen progress in developing the game so far, and Interstellar is really immersive, fun shooter. I haven't actually played Interstellar Marines, but it does look. I followed it briefly for a while when I don't know. Is it meant to be more of like a tactical shooter? I'll tell you what I am looking forward to. The new Rainbow Six looks quite interesting. It's already come out. It's rubbish, but yeah, at the time I was really looking forward to that game. And I think I'm not really a massive zombie game guy, but at the end of the day, I haven't really played a game since the first DayZ mod on Armed Assault. Is it Armed Assault? Yeah, I played the first DayZ mod for a little while, but basically just most of the time was running around, couldn't find anybody. I think the problem with the DayZ mod, and one of the things that really helps it with H1Z1 is that there are only 64 players in the map and DayZ. So it was kind of hard to find anybody and a bit boring, to be honest. So yeah, H1Z1, and you can see footage of H1Z1. It has been given to a few YouTubers, not me. But anyway, yeah, but you can see gameplay footage of it. It does look pretty fun, but it looks just like DayZ, I guess. It looks a very similar game, but I guess I probably would play it if I had the chance. And other games, yeah, I mean, you should watch STL Youngblood's videos on Star Citizen. It looks pretty interesting, but at the moment a bit bare bones. So maybe I'll get into it when it's a bit more fleshed out. But yeah, STL Youngblood is doing some great videos on Star Citizen, so check it out. And yeah, I do. The other games I'm playing at the moment are probably a bit of Chivalry, a bit of Dota, and CSGO, and generally like other random games that come out. And I do quite like indie games, but I've just not had the time to play any at the moment. But yeah, and at the moment I am taking a little bit of a break from Planetside 2 just because at the moment it's just way too buggy. And since all the SOE staff have come back from New Year and Christmas, I think they're going to get back into gear and try and sort out all the problems. And NIXRevolution says, what do you think is the best harasser weapon for the Vanu, including nanite weapons as well? Well, the old classic used to be the PPA, but to be honest, I've always loved the halberd. It is a one-hit kill if you hit directly on enemy infantry, and if it's got a bit of a drop, but if you're accurate with it and you get used to it, it's a pretty deadly weapon. So I really like the halberd. I quite like sort of mitigating for the drop, and like you've seen my Renzook and Dumbfire videos, I think I can get used to it. A lot of people have said congrats on 3k subs, and yay, I got 3,000 subscribers. Well, like 3,070 now, but that's good. We're going up. We're going up. Only 997,000 until 1 million. That's my New Year's resolution. No, it really isn't. That'd be a terrible one. Just wouldn't get it. You can see Rel's video about achievable goals. So I think probably about 5,000 by next year is a low goal. 10,000 by next year is a high goal. And so 7,500 for next year. Let's go for that. Well, this is a bit late, but Andi Dai says, what are you doing to celebrate 2015? Oh, actually on this channel I'm going to do a video looking back at my year, last year, which is basically the only year I've been on YouTube, and do like highlights, like going, in January, Joshino found a way to dumbfire into better Reg 100. Well, not like that at all, But looking back at the year, I don't know if you've seen Charlie Brooker's show where he does a wipe. Try and get it sort of that style because I think he's fantastic, really. Good guy. I killed my skill says, because Zoey doesn't sound like a girl's name at all. Yeah, you're right. I killed my skill. It is a girl. I don't know why people are saying that I look like Zoey from... Not look like Zoey, but I act like Zoey from the Yogs cast. Ricardo Wright says, Dear Joshino, sup man, you may not know me, but I sure do know you. Let me get to the point. I need your help. My medic file in Planetside 2 will not work. I tried healing people, but it doesn't work. I tried re-downloading the game and it still doesn't work. So far, I have re-downloaded the game roughly 8 times from Steam, and basically goes on. All I can ask is for your help to get the word out, as I may need help from someone being in my situation or overcome it can help. He gives out his email, but I won't read that out, even though he's given it down here. But I guess you could leave a comment to him, Ricardo White, on the last video. Does anyone know how to fix this? Has anyone else had the problem? I personally have no idea, and I don't really code, so I couldn't even start to pick apart the problem you're having, Ricardo, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, all I can say is just contact Zoey again, go on the customer support site and try and contact them. But other than that, has anyone else had that problem? I just have no idea. NeonX says, nice one, you'll get more subs than Pewds one day. Pewdiepie! But I don't think that's possible, to be honest. Just because, being the fact that he's been there for so long and he's grown his audience to such a degree, I don't know how many millions it is now, it's almost like a small country's population. I don't think it's possible to catch up just because of sort of like maths. Even if I did get big, yeah, not being negative, a lot of what do you call it, tick rate lag, is it? Where basically they go back in time and you can get shot from people you can't see, which is just frustrating, and I honestly can't replay at the moment, but I'm sure they'll fix that in due time. But I don't think Planetside is dying as much as it's losing players, just because it's an older game and a lot of people have been playing it a long time. And you know, fair play if Zhu.R and Drachmas want to go, that's fine. I mean, I don't see games as being a fixed point. I don't see Planetside 2 as like, oh, Planetside 2, I'll never leave you, or I'll leave you because I hate you. I just see it as just like, it's a game. I like jumping into it, having fun, and I don't take it too seriously. I mean, I do a lot of videos on it, so obviously I take it seriously, but I don't think that I attach myself as much, and I play other games, so that's how I keep myself fresh whenever I go in, apart from the moment when it's a bit broken. And the devs, I just think that they're probably just, I think it's just a staffing issue. They haven't got a massive team, probably not got the funding, and Spedley has said he's getting more coders in, so I can only hope. And yeah, well, the problem is that people want bigger things, and people that have been playing a long time want more continents, want more content, basically. And well, the general over theme, the thing that's really hard is trying to get the game to run really smoothly on all computers. But to be fair, on my computer it does run okay. Well, not at the moment, but it does normally. So I can't really comment on that. But yeah, I think over the Christmas period it has been a bit rubbish in terms of trying to fix things. But I guess they've all been on holiday, and what can you do? It's Christmas and New Year. Michael Bridger says, what outfit are you in, TR? Also, have you ever heard of SNGE? I haven't heard of SNGE. Is that an outfit? I've got one TR in Meat on Matheson. Or is it Emerald? It's Emerald now, sorry. Because I played with Bro Team Pill and Atlas at one point, and they made an outfit and got me to go in. Or was that the Connery one? I'm not sure. And then my other TR is just outfitless at the moment. So yeah, on Miller that is. So it's just because LinkFrostGaming says, can you please do some more Shotgun Shotgun McGee videos? Well, yeah, maybe. I did actually, originally when I did the Christmas video, I had some footage for a Shotgun Shotgun McGee video, but it's hard drawing the line between being too offensive and ignorantly portraying a sort of very stereotypical redneck American and being funny. So I'm not sure. I always go in and out on that one, but I do have some footage ready for it, and I've got some ideas, and obviously the voice is pretty funny. Mees Maske says, "Hey Josh, you should do some more CSGO gameplay on your channel. I think a lot of people would really enjoy it." So yeah, I have been playing a bit of CSGO. The problem was before that my shadowplay and CSGO would crash a lot, but since I've turned off anti-aliasing and turned down the graphics, it stopped crashing most of the time, but it does occasionally. So a lot of the time I forget to save it and compile it. And also with CSGO, you kind of want to have a whole match to upload, because it's quite interesting seeing the tactics and what's going on, rather than just having a one-off, a random mix-up of videos. And at the moment I can't really upload things that are half an hour long, just because it'll take like almost half a day to upload it, and other people are using my internet. But hopefully I'm moving in February, and probably about the 1st or 2nd, and that's when the internet's being installed. So hopefully up then I'll be able to do more like live streaming, and probably on YouTube as well as maybe Twitch. But I think that maybe I should just go for the YouTube route, because that's where my base is, and it's actually quite easy now that I've tried it, and I think I've worked it out. The only problem is that my mic picks up my computer, which is very loud, so that's not a good thing. Girn85 says, "Thank you for subbing. Could I get a shout out for my channel? Thanks. Love your videos, man." So that's a shout out. There you go, Girn85. And then maybe when I do another big video about Planetside YouTubers in the future, maybe in a few months, then maybe you'll be on there. Tugas says, "Joshino, I remember when you made your first Q&A where you showed off your PC components. Did you record the assembly of it? If not, you can just tell us once again what your rig is composed of." Off the top of my head, I've got an SSD now. Basically in Cyber Monday, SSDs were just flying off for about £28 for 200 gigabytes, I think, 200 and something gigabytes. So I've got an SSD now, and it's a crucial one. And the rest of my kit is a GTX 670 Lightning MSI. My motherboard is a G43 MSI motherboard. I've got two monitors, both BenQ, just like one's a gaming one, one's just a regular one that's not got very fast response time, but I used one for the games, and then the other one's just sort of like for other things I might need, like if I was streaming I'd probably have the chat on one side. Got a network card. I've got two hard drives of 1 terabyte, and I've got an i5 3570K CPU, and basically that's overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz at the moment, and it's got water cooling, which I bought refurbished, which is actually quite a good deal, quite a while ago, although it's very loud. That's a loud part of my computer. The water cooling, it's just H60, I think, it's H60, and it was refurbished, but it's basically new, from scan.co.uk, so they've always got some good deals on refurbished stuff. And I got a refurbished keyboard as well, which is my like K60 keyboard, and it was a lot, like almost half the price of what it would be. So that might be something for you to think about. Do you want to get refurbished parts, because they just, I think, and a lot of what it says on the site is that a lot of them are just returned under the fact that they don't look right or something, or they don't fit in the package, but because they've been taken out of the packaging they can't sell it as new. He says, also another question, did you go to university? If yes, what did you study? Do you have a job outside of YouTube? So yeah, I went to university. I finished like a year ago. I did writing and media and culture and society, but really I sort of specialised in politics and the internet and social science more than anything, and my writing was all sort of factional works about like either I did a bit of sci-fi with dystopians, and then I did more like realistic war stories, basically from the viewpoint of a child who's basically innocent and they don't have anything to do with religion, culture, and they're just seeing the world as it is. So it was an interesting sort of experiment to go into war zones and places like that. So yeah, I did okay, and at the moment I'm working at the weekends, and I do charity work for free with the Citizens Advice Bureau, which is kind of difficult, and not getting paid for it is sort of grinding on me, but I think that what I do there is really good, and you can tell when somebody leaves the citizens' advice that you've really helped them. And I guess, well, I really enjoy doing charity work, but I just wish it would pay, and there are jobs out there, so I've been applying to a lot of charity jobs and things like stuff at the council, helping people, advice officers and things like that. But, you know, it's not easy to get a job at the moment. It's basically, your interview was amazing and you seem really interesting, but you don't have enough experience. And that's not the greatest feeling in the world to hear. Not the greatest feeling in the world to hear, not the greatest thing in the world to hear. And you're like, well, internal candidate. No, I don't think that. It's just, yeah. LinkFrostGaming says 3,000 subscriber special, question mark. Maybe, I don't know. It's sort of gone past the point now. It's not fresh anymore. It's not like, yeah, 3,000. It's 3,070. But I do really want to make, looking back at the year, so maybe I'll sort of incorporate 3,000 subscribers. But it's not, you know, it doesn't matter about a number. It's the people that comment and watch and enjoy my content. Colee Colee says, ja, very good. Your Dutch is becoming better. Did you mean Deutsch? Not Dutch? But my Dutch was at the start of the video if you want to check that out. Jackie Zoo says, are you in a clan in CSGO, or is it just you and your two friends because their names are so similar? Yeah, basically we're in an outfit called, not outfit, a clan? Are they called clans? Yeah, I think they're called clans. We're in a clan called Trees for Sale, and it sounds like it's advocating weed, but actually it's basically we just met a random Polish guy in games, and because we all like having a laugh and chatting with people just randomly on our team, we suddenly became really good friends with him, and it turned out that he was a YouTube star in making trees, and he has his own little vineyard for basically selling trees and shrubberies and things, and he has on his like promotional videos he has Polish girls riding around on the bicycles around the trees, so we were just like, it's pretty funny. So we were just like, trees for sale, cool teas, trees for sale. And also we were called Stop the Plane before that, but after the Malaysian Airlines went down, we decided that Stop the Plane probably wasn't the best name for a clan, really. Jeremy Claus says, why do you prefer NC and VS over TR? With liking the VS and NC over the TR is, I feel that the VS and the NC have more flair than the TR in weapon wise and their mechanics, really. I don't really like lock-ons, so yeah. And the NC have the Phoenix, they have shotguns, which also I don't like too much, but they have heavy hitting weapons that are quite fun to try and master because they're quite difficult to control compared to the other weapons on the other teams. And the VS are just, they're like me, they love science and sci-fi stuff and being a bit crazy. So yeah, I do like the Vanu, and the TR, you know, not really into my authoritarianism, and yeah, I feel that the weapons are a bit more bland. They're just sort of like the normal faction. Marv D says, put that cookie down now. That potato says, do you even lift, brah? Actually, I don't. Anyway, that's all the questions for today. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and with questions for next week, be sure to put in the comments below. And subscribe to me if you want to hear and see more of me. Yeah. Bye, Joshino.